feel like we're moving through a pen test process here, right? We've seen our open source recon, we've seen some active recon, some ways to like properly save our notes, right? Now we're talking about the port where we're like actually trying to exploit. And so we have a team here that took Netcat payload catching and tried to enhance it and make it a much better interface and give a lot of additional functionality. I don't want to steal their thunder. Let's hear them talk about it.
Hey, good afternoon. I'm Loiacono, and this is my partner, Eric Amat, and together we built an offensive security tool called Whisper. During the penetration testing phase of this course, we found ourselves using applications like Netcat to interact with compromised endpoints. For our project, we were inspired by tools like Netcat, which allow the user to send and receive data on a networking port of their choice. We built a program that goes beyond the networking functionality of shell handlers by integrating utilities that automate certain tasks, like file transfer and credential harvesting. Using socket programming to implement a classic listening server, we open up a port on our attacking machine to receive data from a victim machine that is calling back to us. We put together a demonstration of some of the extensions and functions that we built into our program. The demonstration assumes a laboratory environment that we have already gained access to a Linux target and have built an exploit for it. As you can see in the screencast, we now have a connection to another machine, and we begin to run some reconnaissance commands to get a better idea of the landscape. ifconfig to verify the IP address of the host that we are on. And in this case, we're just going to wait a second until we run ifconfig, but we're going to see that we are on the .20 host. And here it is on the screen. The next command that we're going to run is whoami to identify the user that we are signed in as. In this case, we can see that we are signed in as the root user. Next, we're going to try something a little bit more aggressive, like retrieving password credentials. We open up the shadow file and find a hash password for our admin or root user. For the rest of this video, we're going to navigate to an empty directory called test, where we're going to be able to demo some of the features that we built in, like password dump and upload. My partner Eric is going to take over from here and lead the rest of the demonstration. Thank you.
Thanks, Lucas. Hi, everyone. Eric. As Lucas mentioned, the great thing about the password dump is that it's a custom function that we created. So that way you don't have to leave Whisper in order to execute. As you're seeing here, we're utilizing John with a -show because we generated this crack.txt. And what's going to happen here is with our function, we get the user credentials. Root is the username, Tor, password, which means they did not change their standard built-in credentials. With the upload feature, we're able to go ahead and put in test.py, once again, allowing us to upload something that we built into that so you don't have to actually leave Whisper in order to have this file readily accessible. Now what we're going to see is a Python simple server. We're opening port 9000, running it in the background. And here we're going to navigate to our browser to demonstrate that we have an operational simple server. And what we're going to go do is navigate to fullstack.xml to demonstrate that usability. Another great feature to utilize and to extend our functionality is to go ahead and open a service with SSH. This is going to be utilizing the credentials that we obtained earlier. We're going to be logging in remotely to our victim from the attacking machine, and we're going to demonstrate that we now have a stable interactive shell on our target. With netstat, we're running a command line in order to show the persistence on 2 different IP addresses now, and this is all while we're still within our Whisper program that we custom coded. In conclusion, we wanted to build a tool that enables us to automate certain processes that are commonly used by penetration testers like file transfer and password cracking. Whisper is an alternative classic to Netcat and allows us to run custom commands without having to use any other programs. The strength of our application is that it is open source and allows the user to build a feature of their choice. Whisper is available on GitHub, and you can feel free to download it, demo it, and build out custom tools, and let us know what you think. Thank you for your time.
Wow, I'm excited to not have to use the Netcat by itself. You know, like no bash, no help there, and especially those custom features,
Right.
right? The custom scripts you can write.
I can see this as a project that they can keep running with, right?
Yeah.
Like they have so much functionality that they built in just 1 week, right? That's the other thing. Like in all these projects, just one week. That project. That's a pretty hefty project for a week. And to see what they keep doing from here and the features they build out, I think they're going to give multi-handle a run for its money. So we'll keep chugging away on that.
All right. So let's see a little bit more steps of the attack process.
Yeah, we'll go a
in the
little bit
next,
back, talk about some
project.
recon. See you there.